The Blues Man.
Oh, thank you very much, everybody. Hello! Oh, this sounds like there's thousands of you. Thanks for making me feel very welcome. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She adores the theater.
A little bit less.
Well, 12 of you adore the theater, but she never runs late. She never bothers with the people that she hates, because that's why. Because that's why. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She adores the theater. She never runs late. Oh, she never bothers with the people that she hates. 'Cause that's why the lady, she's a tramp. She won't go to Maggie with those barons and her. She won't go to Harlem in those urban and pearl. She won't dish the dirt just like the rest of those girls. Oh, 'cause that's why the lady, she's a tramp. She likes the free, fresh, cool in the air, life without care. Oh, she's broke. That's all. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She adores the theater, but she never runs late. Oh, she never bothers with the people that she hates. Oh, that's why the lady, she's a tramp. What a rebel out there. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face, oh, for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. And the music light, it just seems to be just like a bell that keeps ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when the bell starts to feel, I could swear I was falling. Swear I was falling. But it's almost like being in love. Hey! And the music alive, it just seems to be just like a bell that keeps ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when the bell starts to feel, I could swear I was falling. Swear I was falling. Like it's almost. Oh, like being so in love, yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Mike. Well, you guys can come again. Thank you very much for making lots of noise. And please make me, make these guys feel very welcome. It's the Silver Spirit Orchestra, everybody. Oh, yes. Take the applause, fellas. Well, it's great to be here. Thanks for Thanks for joining us. Has anybody heard of that ship called The World?
Yes.
You heard of that, the residential yacht? It's about this size, but it's owned, I think there's maybe 40 apartments on board that people actually own and live on it for the year. This reminds me of that. I went on there, and they said to me, Tom, if you get... They didn't have a theatre like this, it was very much just little pop-up performances all around the ship. And it said to me, Tom, if you get 2 to 4 people in the room, that's a crowd. It was very exclusive, that's a busy show. And on the last night I had 12. And I said, you've made me feel like I'm playing Wembley Stadium. And I feel the same here, so thanks for joining us. Now if you were here, give me a cheer if you were here in the first show. And you came back. Well, thanks. Now I said that I was brought up on this music, this whole big band and swing stuff, because my granddad had a big band, so every week I'd go and watch the VCO, the Versatile Concert Orchestra, and he would play all the classics. My granddad would Sinatra, Ellington, Count Basie, all the absolute classics, and he would play this tune. And then I went on to love a guy called Jules Holland, and I used to go and watch his band. And even now I get to work with Jules, which is no slow dream come true. And Jules plays this tune, my granddad plays this tune, so by default, it's been a staple in my set ever since. It's a Nina Simone tune, called I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free. I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all these chains holding me. I wish you could say all those things I've been trying to say. Say them loud, say them clear. Like a bird in the sky. say them loud, say them clear, for the whole round world to hear. Say them loud, say them clear, for the whole round world to hear. Say them loud and say them clear. To F sharp, here. Thank you very much, everybody. Well, this incredible band. Now, the truth is, now, I am what's called a guest entertainer, which means I fly in halfway through the cruise, do a couple of nights in the theatre, and then they kick me off. I know, no. So this is it, my last performance, and I'm going home on Friday. Back home to sunny Crewe in Cheshire, which is in between Manchester and Liverpool.
Red, green, blue.
And the truth is that these guys, they don't get told what songs that the guest entertainers are going to perform in advance. So I turn up, and a little interesting aside, I have to fly with my music. So the music that the guys have got here, that they're reading off, I contractually have to fly with that in my hand luggage, just in case I was to lose my bags. And then I can turn up on board and I could perform no matter what I was wearing. But as long as these guys have got the music, that's the most important thing. And so these guys, I don't send the music in advance, I don't tell them what tunes we're going to play. We turn up for a rehearsal. Today we rehearsed at 3 o'clock, and these guys have a look at the music, and I'm sure you'll agree they nail it note perfect every single time. So make some noise, these incredible musicians here on stage, all the way from South Africa. Good work, fellas. Now the truth is, they are the most incredible, the most wonderful, the most talented musicians that Silversea could get in their price range. Sorry fellas, I should have given you that joke at the end. We've still got a few more tunes left yet. And also tonight is completely live. No backing tracks, no tricks, just whatever you hear, even the wrong notes, completely live. And the best thing about this style of music, this whole jazz and blues thing, you can probably get away with some wrong notes really, because you can pass it off as jazz. That's what I do. If I play one wrong note, all I've got to do is do it again, and people will think I meant it. That's the trick of jazz. Now here's a Van Morrison tune. This is called Moon Dance. Here we go, fellas. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars up above in your eyes. Fantabulous night to make romance, neath the cover of October sky. All the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow, and I'm trying to please to the cold of your heartstrings ablaze on low. And all of the night's torment seems to whisper in hush. Light seems to shine when you blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you? Can I just make some more romance with you? I just want to make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning is gone, and I know the time is just right, and straight into my arms you will run. When you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. And then all my dreams will come true, dear. And then I will make you my own. And any time that I touch you, you just tremble inside. want me more than you. You can't hide, can't I just have one more moon dance with you? Can I just make some more romance with you? Anytime that I touch you, you just tremble inside. Oh, I said you want me more than you. You can't hide. Well, can I just have one more moon dance with you? Can I just make some more romance with you? Well, boom, Lord. Hey, can I just make some more romance with you? Well, with you. Well, can I just have one more moon dance with you? For those of you that were in the show a few nights ago, I told you the story about going to play Dubai Opera House. And about Laura. And this is a song by the incredible jazz singer Gregory Porter. I got to sing with him a few years ago at Cheltenham Jazz Festival back home in the UK. And there was a show that I tried to buy tickets for called Gregory Porter and Friends. And the show sold out, so I couldn't get tickets. But a few weeks before, I got a phone call asking me to be one of his friends on the show. And he asked me which song I'd like to sing. So of course I picked one of his songs called Hey Laura. And here it is. It's me. Really, I'm sorry, but it just couldn't wait. Is there someone else instead of me? All night long, but it just couldn't wait. With a healthy dose of make-believe, go ahead and lie to me and make me believe that you're not in love with me, and this fool can see over the river of your love flow uphill to me. Hey Laura, it's me. Really, I'm sorry, had to ring your doorbell so late for someone else instead of me. Yeah. All night long, just couldn't wait. With a healthy dose of make-believe, just go and lie to me, make me believe you're not in love with me. Oh, this fool can't see that the river of your love flow uphill to me. darling, I'm sorry, but it just couldn't wait. Here's to someone else instead of me. Oh, not long, just couldn't wait. With a healthy dose of melancholy, just go ahead and lie to me and make me believe you're not in love with her. This fool can see the river of your love flow uphill to me. Hey, Laura, it's me. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Now, you know what, fellas? The one I said we won't do, let's do it. I said we'll cut one of the songs. And Mr. Drummer Man here said, no, that's the best one. So, no pressure. Because we're playing this just for you. Okay? So this is going to feature a 10-minute drum solo in the middle. He doesn't know it yet. It's a Duke Ellington tune. And, it's called Don't Get Around Much Anymore. The Saturday dance. Well, I heard the crowd on the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. That's why I don't get around much. That's the Saturday dance. Heard the crowd on the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought our ears of the glow got as far as the door. So they different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Oh, my darling, I guess that my mind is more at ease. Oh, but nevertheless, so those memories I've been having on dates might have gone, but what for? Softly different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Anymore. Thought I'd been the club, got as far as the door. Softly different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Oh, my darling, I guess that my mind holds more at ease, but nevertheless, I got so those memories I've been invited on dates. Gone, but what for? Softly different without you. Don't get around much anymore. you guys have been an audience before down here. I like it. Now, this is the stage where I just write on the set list Tom solo, because I always then just do one on my own, and I never really know which song I'm going to do until I do it, and then it just happens. And it always tends to be what song I'm listening to at the moment, or something that I like. So this is a song by a guy called Paul Carrack, who he's been the voice of so many songs that I'm sure if you Googled him, you'd know the songs. And he wrote this song, and the Eagles covered it. So if you're an Eagles fan, you might know it. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to medley into a song by my hero, Ray Charles. Now I've worked with a guy, but a few years ago I got booked to play the Steinway Two Pianos Festival, and of course there was a Steinway here, there was a Steinway there, and the whole show was just two of us on two pianos. And they said to me that I could book the other piano player, so they said, Tom, we want you, but you can choose the other person. So I rang a guy with the greatest name in show business, and his name is Mo Pleasure. So I joked on the night that he was Mo Pleasure and I was No Pleasure. And the thing that I liked and why I wanted to work with Mo is because three huge things. He was the keyboard player for Michael Jackson, he was the bass player and MD 15 years for Earth, Wind & Fire, and he was also, his first big gig was on bass with the Ray Charles Orchestra. And Ray said to me, Mo said to me, when we do this whole night of Ray Charles stuff, I think you should sing a song called Hard Times, do you know it? And I said, nope. And it's a Ray Charles tune that I didn't know, so I went back and learnt it, and I loved the song, stayed in the set, and Mo said to me, I'll be honest, it's a bit big-headed, but this is what he actually said. He said, I've never heard anybody sing it as good as Ray until now. So because of that reason, it stayed in the set. So here's a medley that's never been done before. It's Love Will Keep Us Alive, Paul Carrack, Eagles, into Hard Times, Ray Charles. I was standing all alone against the world outside. You were searching for a place to hide, lost and lonely. Now you're giving me the will to survive. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. Don't you worry, sometimes you just gotta let it ride. The world is changing right before your eyes, and now I'm standing all alone against the world outside. 'Cause when we're hungry, love will keep us alive. Oh, I would die for you, climb the highest mountain. Oh baby, there's nothing I wouldn't do. And now I'm standing all alone against the world outside. 'Cause when we're hungry, love will keep us alive. My mother told me before she passed away, she said, son, when I'm gone, don't forget to pray, 'cause I'm talking about those hard times. Oh, there'll be hard times, yeah. Well, who knows just better than I? Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, soon I found out just what she meant. Only had to pawn all my clothes just to pay the rent. And talking about those hard times, oh, there'll be hard times, yeah. Because who knows? Just better than I. Thank you very much indeed. Or something like that. So there's a medley which has never been done before. Probably never again. Right, I think we're going to leave you with this. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. Once again, Richard and the guys in the booth at the back, thanks so much for all your hard work and your help. You guys on stage, thank you. You sounded brilliant. Thanks so much. You guys, thanks so much for making me feel welcome over the past week. And my name's Tom Sills, thanks for being here. And thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Safe travels. And well, thanks very much. Yeah, I actually should have been going home today, is the honest truth, originally. And my girlfriend Laura is a school teacher, so it wasn't worth her coming out for a few days. So I said sent a very grovelling email to Mr. Silverson, said, please can we stay on for 2 more nights? So they've let us stay on till Rhodes on Friday, so I'm very excited about that. We're going to finish with this. If you're in the first show, I finished a bit on that, but I just felt, you know what, we need a bit of oomph from the band. And maybe in the middle of this, fellas, we could take a few little solos each once we get around the 12-bar blues bits. Yeah, you want a solo, I can see it in your eyes. Who wants a solo?
Ariane wants a solo.
Right, listen, all 3 of you are having one, so brace yourselves. Okay, boys, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Shake my nerves and you ran on my brain. So much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, water through. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby, yeah. And it feels good. Oh, hold me, baby, yeah. Let me love you like love should. So fine. Some guy gonna tell her mother she's mine, so mine. Shoot the nails in the drill and those. Real love sure is fine. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious. The accent as well, every time, I love it. Now, I told you earlier that growing up, my hero was on my granddad's band, and I would go and watch a guy called Jools Holland. Does anybody here know Jools Holland? No. Back home in the UK, boogie-woogie piano player that has a big band. So I, of course, loved big band because of my granddad, but then I went to watch this guy called Jools Holland, and it was a big band, but led by boogie-woogie piano. And that, to me, was just the best thing I could have ever seen at that age. I was having piano lessons at 5, so I probably would have seen Jools at around 8 or 9. And every year for the last 7 years, I've been involved with a show called the Jools Holland Boogie Woogie and Blues Spectacular. And this guy is my hero, and it's a dueling piano show with me and my hero. So as you can imagine, just an absolute dream come true. So I'm sat here, Jools is sat here, and the first year I did it, he said, do you mind if I invite a special guest on? I said, oh, of course. And at the end of the night, he says, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hugh Laurie. and Hugh Laurie comes out and sits here. So I'm here, Jules, Hugh Laurie, we're doing a 6-hand boogie-woogie thing. And the first night I ever played with Jules, I came off stage and my mum handed me a piece of paper. She said, "Tom, read this." I said, "What is it?" She said, "Well, just read it and you'll see." And it was an old, like, sort of tatty piece of paper in a cellophane packet. So I unravelled it and opened it out, and it said, it's a true story. It said, "My name is Tom, I am 10 years old, and this is my autobiography. When I'm older, my dream is to play the piano with Jules." And she said, "I kept it because I knew that you would do." And Jules taught me a little trick. The first thing is the left hand. And that's the boogie. The second thing is the right hand. It's the woogie. So you put the boogie with the woogie. This happens. I think we want to see you guys solo. 12 bar in C. You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So fun, so kind. Go and tell her what she's my soul. She would dance in the swing of the thumb. Real love, sure is fun. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Tom Seals, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Seals, ladies and gentlemen. What a treat! Tell the others what they missed. Right, so thank you so much for coming. The entertainment is not over yet. We still have music in the Panorama Lounge, we have music in the Dolce Vita, and later on we have also a very nice cabaret with one of our voices of Silver Sea, Luke Modu, the